What's going on? Late Night Love Doc back once again. Back with another video. I'd like to thank everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I'd like to thank everybody who has liked my previous videos. I also like to thank everybody who has contributed to leaving comments, asking questions, sharing, and things of that nature. I appreciate you very much. So we're gonna have a late night chat. We're gonna have a late night chat tonight. So if you're driving like me, just let your seat back a little bit, relax. Right, if you're at home, just chill, just relax. I want to talk tonight about something that a lot of people are going through in their relationships. As you know, this is a relationship channel and I offer relationship advice. All right. Now I'm going to make a disclaimer. Right now, I'm not guaranteeing you that what you hear from me is going to necessarily work for you. I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee that my advice is the best thing for your relationship. Right? Take what I say with a grain of salt. You can have success with what I say if you attempt to follow my advice, or it may go the other way. There's really no way to know. So there's my disclaimer right there. All right, so here's tonight's topic. Hanging out at the singles club. Yeah, you heard that correctly. Hanging out at the singles club. Now, to some people, that's going to sound kind of strange. That phrase that I used, singles club. Because in today's modern era, we don't talk like that. Many of us don't use that phrase. Right? Some of us say nightclub. Some of us say club. Some of us say bar. Some of us don't say nothing. We just going out. I'm going out and I went there. I went that place right there. Some of us don't even have a label for it. Right? So no matter what you call it, what it is a singles club. Right? These were establishments that were established many decades ago. Right? The reason they put these things together is so that single men and single women can have a place to dwell around each other. Men want to be around women. Women want to be around men. Right? It was a place for singles to come together and meet, hook up, and that's that. That was the purpose of the singles bar. The singles club. So, the singles club. That's what I'm gonna refer to it as, the singles club. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm not gonna call it the bar, the nightclub, because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something right now. A lot of people don't like that label, singles club. So they use these other labels. They use bar, they use nightclub, they use club, because they don't like saying singles club. But that's what it is. You know, they want to change the dynamic of what it was meant to be. But what it is a singles club. That's what these places are. I don't care what you call it. That's what these places are. Right? So you have people in relationships. This is for people that are in relationships, going to these singles clubs. My question for you is, if you're in a relationship, why do you feel the need to be at a singles club? This is a singles club. This is a place for men and women who desire to be around other people of the opposite sex for the most part, right? If you identify as something else, feel free to put yourself in this equation. Right? But basically, this is the purpose of the singles club. Right? Just look at the environment of a singles club. What's the makeup of a singles club? What do they do at the singles club? They have a certain set of items, and there's a certain way that they run these businesses. Right? Let's think about it. Singles club, most of them, I venture to say that almost all of them serve alcohol. Right? All of them, pretty much all of them serve alcohol. Right? A lot of them, you know, they have lighting that's different than your traditional business. You know, your lighting is going to be dim. Your lighting is going to be low. You're not going to have a brightly lit environment inside of this singles club. The lights are going to be low because they're trying to create a certain type of feeling. Right? This is the singles club. This is what they do. And a lot of singles clubs play music. Right? So there's an environment that they created within this place, within this establishment. Right? And the environment and the stuff that they do inside these singles clubs, the stuff that they offer and the way that they run it, right, is designed, and we got to be real, it's designed for men and women to hook up. That's what a singles club is operated for. That's the way that they set it up. They set it up so that men and women can hook up. So men can hook up with women and women can hook up with men. Right? They serve alcohol. The lights are dim and low, and they play music. And the music is usually played pretty loudly. Right? So that you can kind of have a private conversation off in the corner with everybody being off in your business. Right? So if you're in a relationship with someone, a committed relationship, they should have a problem whenever you want to go to one of these establishments without them. You know, you don't want to go with them, you want to go without them. So they're going to have a problem with that, and they should. Because I don't care what you call it, I'm going down to the bar, going down to the club, it's a singles club, is what it is. That's how it was started, and that's how it's ran. It's ran as a singles club because they serve alcohol, they dim the lights, right? They play loud music, they play, you know, sexy music, slow jams. You know, they created an environment for men and women to hook up, for men and women to slow dance, for men and women to exchange numbers. Because this is what goes on in the singles club, and it's common knowledge for many, many years that this is what goes on in a singles club. You know, and the thing about a singles club is there's no college courses or there's no education about singles clubs. You find all this stuff out as you go, and then you find out, oh, this is the rule of the singles club. Okay. And that's how it works. You know, you go in there and you figure things out for yourself. So you're single, you're in a relationship, and you're dwelling in a place, right, where you have members of the opposite sex that are looking to hook up. Right? And the person that you have at home, they probably understand this. So they're not happy about this. They really shouldn't be. Right? And what happens when people drink alcohol? Sometimes people, they drink alcohol and then they do something stupid, and then they turn back and they say, well, I was drunk, or it was because of the alcohol I did that. That doesn't really help. It's like, okay, so if you're telling me that something irresponsible could happen when you drink alcohol, and you're going to a place where they serve alcohol, where they have walls and walls of it, how's that supposed to make someone feel? Because a person in a relationship understands that as well. They understand that there's a risk with a person going out drinking alcohol, and they say, well, I was drunk. Okay, well, that's no excuse, because you shouldn't have got drunk. If you know that by drinking that it's going to lower your inhibitions and you might do something crazy, then you probably should not be drinking. You probably should, if you're going to drink at home. You probably shouldn't be drinking in a club with members of the opposite sex who want to hook up. The place stays open till 2, 3 in the morning. Isn't that funny? The place stays open till 2, 3. It opens at 10. It opens at 9, 10. Stays open till 2, 3 in the morning. They dim the lights. They turn on some slow music. I mean, this is a place for single people to be. I mean, and if men want to go there and hook up with chicks, and chicks want to go there and hook up with dudes, then I mean that's what the place is for. But a person in a relationship, this is a singles club. You're not single. I mean, if somebody listening to this, right? You don't want to give up going to the club. You love going to the club. I mean, if you love going to the club, love going to the club. Just keep going. But understand that the person, if you're in a long-term committed relationship, the person that you're with, they really shouldn't be happy about this. I mean, you got some people who are going to be like, oh no, go ahead and go. But for most people, that's going to be an issue. Especially if you do this consistently. And let's just say, okay, I just went one time. It's still going to bother your partner. Because this person cares for you, I believe. This person has committed themselves to being with only you. And they believe that they have a commitment. They believe they have a committed, solid relationship with you. And then you turn around and put yourself in an environment with people who want to have sex with you. The people who want to wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. They want to, be a jump off. That's a lot of what goes on in these singles clubs or bars or nightclubs or clubs, whatever you want to call it. You're choosing to put yourself in this environment because most of us know what this environment is. We're not stupid. We know what this environment is. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what am I doing here? I'm going down here, I'm going to get drunk. Let's just say you're a woman. I'm going out with a few of my female friends. We're going down to a club with a bunch of dudes whose mission is to try to get them to go to the hotel. So I'm going to drink, right, in this environment, because you know what happens when guys are at the club. Some guys are going to try to get a woman drunk. They're going to buy them drinks consistently because they're trying to get them to the hotel. So they're going to keep buying them drinks. They're going to try to buy as many drinks as possible. And you got some guys, they just watch women. They just look at them and see how much they're drinking. And if they like the way they look, they wait until they get nice and tipsy, nice and saucy, and then they make their approach. Because the nightclub it's a meat market. It's fair game. If you're in this building, it doesn't matter. And you got some married people who are at the club. It's like, what in the hell are you doing? This is a singles club. You're married. If you want to be in singles clubs, and that's a desire for you, just be single. It would be easier. Then you don't have to worry about the lip from the person you're dealing with. But they really should not be happy. Like, why would they be happy about this? There's no reason for any rational human being to sit there, commit themselves to a relationship with someone, and watch this person go down and want to hang out at the singles club. I mean, if you want to have fun, you and your girlfriends go to the movies. You and your dudes, go play some PlayStation or something. Find something to do with people that you enjoy being around. Right? But going to a singles club or singles bar, it's really not meant for you. It's not meant for you. I want to have fun. Okay, there's many ways to have fun, right? But don't put yourself in a situation that could potentially mess up your relationship. Because a lot of nights in the club, a lot of one night appearances in the club have messed up relationships for good. You know, a person that you really wanted to be with, now you are not with them anymore, and you have to spend the rest of your life imagining what if for one night in the club. I mean, just one night in the club. To me, this is just my opinion. It's just, to me, it's just not worth it. I mean, you're going to do what you're going to do. If you just have to be in one of these singles clubs, then you're going to go. I understand that. But you shouldn't expect the person that you're with to be happy about it. I know you have some people out there in this world who, you know, they're so carefree. You know, there's some people out here like this. And you tell them, hey, I'm going out to the club tonight. And they're like, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Have fun. And they genuinely might not really care. Right? But for a lot of other people, for the rest of us in this world, they're not going to be happy about you hanging out consistently at the bar or the singles club. And so you got to understand, that's the reason, there's a reason why they don't call it singles club anymore. They really don't like that title. Right? Because if you were to tell someone, hey, I'm going to the singles club tonight, they're going to be like, hell no, you're not. The hell you are. You know, I mean, that could be expected. So they had to change the names of these places. So that's why you have nightclub, club, bar. That's why you have these labels. Nobody wants to, they haven't called it a singles club in decades. Nobody wants to say that. Nobody's going to say that. Right? Because they know, a lot of people know they have no business going down there. Like if they still called it the singles club nowadays, that might actually have an effect. That might actually work if they still called it that. But they had to change it so, because there's some people out there that want to go. It's like, look, I want to go to this place, but I don't want to call it a daggone singles bar because that don't sound right. Sounds like I'm up to no good. Well, guess what? If you call it a singles bar or not, it's still the same place. It still has the same exact environment, and your partner is probably not happy about it. I mean, it's just the wrong environment for a person that's in a committed relationship. I mean, if you want to have fun, there's many ways to have fun. There's many things you can do to have fun. There's many things that you can do to entertain yourself. You know, today, in this video, it's my opinion that this is not one of the ways. This is for people who are in committed relationships. If you're single, go to the club and rock it till the wheels fall off. Stay in the club. When I was single, I stayed in the club. I stayed in the club. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. As much as the club was open, I tried to be there. Because I was single. And I had my days when I tried to go to the nightclub in relationships too. But it just, you know, it just doesn't work out because nobody's happy about that. Because they know what's going down. You know, we try to play it off. You know, men and women do this. We try to play it off. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna hang out with my people. Yeah, we just going down there hang out. We gonna do. But it's a bad environment. If you want to hang out with your people, go to a restaurant, have some dinner. Go to a movie. Go over to somebody's house and watch movies at this person's house. You know, you're not fooling anybody with that. Just want to hang out with my friends. We're just gonna go have a good time. See, that's not a good time that a lot of people are willing to deal with, because they know what the environment is. They know there's going to be the people of the opposite sex, which you should not be around. They know everybody's going to be drinking, which they know is going to lead to stupidity. They know the lights are going to be low and dim. They know they're going to be playing slow jams and slow songs, which make people want to grind to get close to each other. So no, they're not going to be happy about this. Your partner's not going to be happy about this. I mean, if you want to go, go. But don't expect them to be thrilled about this. If you have someone that doesn't care, I guess you're fortunate. You can go out and have all the fun you want. But for the rest of us, it's going to be hell trying to go to a singles club. So just don't go. Find other ways to entertain yourself. If you're a man, if you're a man, you got friends that you hang out with, your dudes, find something else to do. If you're a lady, you got female friends you love to hang out with, find something else to do. Go shopping. I mean, it's the singles club. The environment is still the same. It's never changed. Okay, well, this is all I wanted to say about this subject today. If you've made it to this point, you've listened to the entire video, and I thank you. If you enjoyed the content and what was said here today, please hit the like button. Please share this video. And if you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification so you can get the latest videos that I come out with. I try to do these videos as often as possible. If you have any comments, I welcome all your comments in the comment thread below. All right, don't be belligerent, don't be disrespectful. Ask your questions, make your comments, and we can talk about it. We can talk about it. All right, that's what this channel is about. Discussing things dealing with relationships. Because we're all trying to figure this stuff out together. We're like one big team, right? Because nobody tells us about relationships when we're young, so we all have to figure this out. So just think of us as one big giant family trying to work together to figure out relationships so that we can have the optimum relationship for ourselves. All right, I thank you for listening and tuning in. I hope that someone can use this message. I hope that this edified someone. If I reach just one person and I move just one person, I'm happy for that. I'm happy for it. All right, but this is the Late Night Love Doc. I'm about to sign off here. I hope everyone has a good night. And pretty soon I'll be dropping another topic, another wonderful subject for you guys. So always stay tuned. So this is the Late Night Love Doc, another late night chat. I will talk to you guys later.